All right. All right. We're going to talk about how school ruined reading for teens. I'm out here on a wildfire, as you can see behind me. All these trees are burnt, and the fire is contained, and we're on a like demob and cleaning up. This fire is coming to a close. I'm a medic, so my ambulance is just down there with my partner in it, and I'm just chilling here. I'm in beautiful British Columbia. I'm from Ontario, so coming here is like holy shit. It's pretty amazing. Got the Rocky Mountains not too far away, and yeah, I'm just gonna talk about reading and how fucking shit school is and how it's just screwed up a bunch of people, a bunch of kids, and we get straight to it. So I used to love to read, honestly. Like as a kid, I would pick up books, um, read a bunch, and there would be something called Scholastic, where it's like this catalog basically where you can buy books, and I'll get my mom to buy me all these different books. And I had a whole bookshelf at like, I don't know, 10, 11 years old where I would read most of those books. Like I read books like Harry Potter, Hardy Boys, Magic Tree House, Amulet. Amulet was sick. I don't know if you've read that one, but just used to love to read. And I would do it on my own time when I wanted to, however little or however much I wanted. Like if I wanted to read 5 minutes, then I read 5 minutes. If I wanted to read an hour, you know. And and when you get to school, especially in like the upper years, like I remember grade 9 Shakespeare, I was like, what the actual fuck am I learning? This is like broken English about a story. I don't even know. I didn't even follow along because I just couldn't, because my brain was not interested in Shakespeare. Duh. Like I'm what, 14 years old? Like all I care about is sports and like video games and shit. So reading that broken English, thou, tau, sow stuff is so useless, and it just I checked completely out in grade 9. Like I just checked out. I did not want to read anything anymore because I was being told what to read, when to read, how much to read, like 20 pages per day. Like fuck that. I do not like being told what to read. And that's what really did it for me. That's what put the nail in the coffin. And I truly believe you only learn what you want to learn, what you're interested in. Like when you're reading these books from school, you don't get any information from them or any knowledge or any wisdom because you're not interested. At least I wasn't interested. If you're interested, that's sick. Honestly, props to you. But school just completely ruined it. I completely checked out, and COVID hit around like grade 9, middle of grade 9. So as you can imagine, I played like 10 hours of video games every single day, at least 10 to 12 hours. Like it was bad. Multiple thousands of hours with my friends online. And what else was I supposed to do? Like, I'm not gonna read a book when my brain is absolutely traumatized from thousands of hours of screen time. My brain didn't even function, so I don't really blame you. I don't blame my younger self for not reading, because it's hard when you have all these distractions that are meant to fuck up your brain and your dopamine. Like you have video games and social media. Like it's your responsibility to get off these things, but it's not really your fault. It's not your fault that these things are made to literally hook your attention, but it definitely is your responsibility to break free. And I've done it. Like, um, I've been off video games for 3 years now, something, and like same with social media, 3 years. If you want to know a good manipulation tactic is you have Instagram, right? You post to Instagram, you post all these social media platforms, but you don't actually have the app on your phone. So people think that you're an active user of this social media, but you're not. You're just using it while everyone else abuses it and ruins their mental health. So, they think that you're on it, but you're actually not. I'm out here in BC enjoying my mental health, haven't had Instagram on my phone for like 40, 50 days, haven't scrolled reels, haven't seen what other people are doing. I'm just focused on myself out here on a 14-day deployment. I think this is like day 12, 12-hour shifts, going to the gym, eating, just enjoying life out here, and there's nothing to distract me from reading, honestly. Like, I can just sit here with my Kindle and read for like 4 hours a day. I don't have service. And the only reason I can do that is because I quit all these things, so my attention span is actually able to focus on a book for a long amount of time. And there's a massive divide of people who don't read. Like, even adults, 30, 40 year olds, whatever generation that is. But my generation, like, I don't even want to know the number. I really don't. Probably 90% don't read or haven't read a book since high school. Like, I don't want to say we're cooked, but dude, how have you not read a book in like a year? Like, especially as an adult, if you're like, what, in your teens and you're addicted to video games, sure, I'll give it to you because that's what I did. But if you're like 18 and above and you haven't read a book in the last year, like, you are cooked. And like, if you don't read, you're dumber than a box of rocks. You don't really know anything because all the answers you're looking for are in books. And all the knowledge and all the wisdom for the smartest people on planet Earth are in books. It's on paper, it's on writing, it's available to learn, and all the answers are there. And like, having a conversation with someone who doesn't read, it's like talking to a brick wall, because their like software system, like, in computers how there's hardware, software, so software is like your operating system. It's so behind and it's not up to date. So like, they're on like Windows 7 when I'm on like Windows 11. That's what it's like. So it's like talking to a person with a lower software update. And like, if you say you don't have time to read, that is such absolute bullshit. That is such bullshit. What is your screen time right now? If you go on your phone, mine's like 30 minutes. What's yours? 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours? Dude, I met this kid at the gym. He's like 16 or something. And his screen time was 11 hours average. Like, how do you even spend that much time doing something on your phone even in the first place? Like, I would struggle to even get that much screen time. But you do have time. Like, what are you doing from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.? You're on your phone, you're watching TV, so buy a Kindle. It's $100 on Amazon, and read the book until you fall asleep. Read on the Kindle until you fall asleep. Great way to fall asleep, by the way. You'll fall asleep really quick. And the great thing with the Kindle is the books are so cheap, like 75, 80% off from what they are from physical copies. And what you can do is you just buy like 5-6 books at a time, things that you're interested in. And one day, if you want to read about bodybuilding or self-improvement or mindset, you switch books. Like, you don't need to finish books. Like, the common advice is like, finish what you started. And that's not really how your brain works. Your brain wants to learn information that it's interested in at that time. So forcing yourself to finish a book is kind of stupid. Like, racking up a bookshelf and say like, oh, I read that one, or like, that's just, you're just reading for the sake of saying that you read a whole book. Like, it doesn't really matter. And I read both fiction and nonfiction, more nonfiction than fiction. And just to clarify, fiction means not real and nonfiction means real. So fiction is like storybooks. I really liked like Harry Potter, The Maze Runner, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Like, I've read all those series. And nonfiction, like, I've read hundreds of nonfiction books at this point. And for beginners, if you want, I'll give you like 3 good books. If you want to start with is The Mountain Is You, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida, and The 48 Laws of Power short edition. That's what I would recommend if you want to start. And honestly, fuck school. Like, figuring out how I went from such an avid reader to not reading at all. Like, if the school system did such a good job at teaching and educating, then why does 90% of my generation not read or haven't read a book in the past year? So the school system, I believe, has set us up to literally fail and just pump us out like a factory, making us into workers and not actually have critical thinking skills and think for yourself or solve problems. And like if you don't have the attention span for it, I understand that. Like getting back to it after those traumatizing years of video games, I couldn't even read a sentence. So what I did is I read one sentence and then two sentences, three sentences, and then 20 minutes, and then 30 minutes, and now I can read for an hour, and I read for an hour every day, and I have been for like, I don't know, some absurd number, like 1,000 days in a row or something. I'll pop it up on screen, my Kindle streak, whatever. I don't like counting streaks, but it's good information to have. But and now since I've quit social media and video games, I can sit down and read for 4 hours, like I said, in a row, like 4 hours straight. Like I'll get up, go to the washroom, drink water. My phone is completely off. Turn off your phone, by the way. If you get a notification while you're reading, you're fucked. Like you just wasted 15 minutes of your time because it takes 15 minutes for your brain to refocus after an interruption, and especially a notification. And if you check it, oh, you're done. You're done. Like you have to turn off your phone. You have to put it in another room, and you have to fully focus on the book. That's a huge, huge tip to actually consume what you're learning and actually process what you're learning. And like you can, when you're a beginner, you can start just by getting the physical copies and then upgrade to a Kindle. But when you get a like an aha moment or a light bulb moment, that's when you have to underline that sentence or highlight it in some way. So on a book, you get a pen, you know, put like brackets on it, on that sentence. And this is how you actually learn from books, is you get those highlights and you get those insights and you take action on the insights. That's the basics of reading. Reading for the sake of reading does absolutely nothing. You have to actually take action, do what you've just been told or what your brain just told you with that insight. And that's why the Kindle's so great, is because you can highlight it, and I can go on my laptop right here and make notes on that and go through all of them, all my highlights, and that's how I actually learn things. And I didn't start at like 1 hour or 4 hours. I literally start at one sentence and then 20 minutes and then 1 hour. So you just have to start, and start right now. Is it day one or one day? At some point you're going to have to start. So if you say you don't have time, or you say you can't read, like, I don't want any excuses. I just want you to read one word. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to start with. One word, and then 2 words, and then 3 words. And just work your way up, and you'll eventually get there. And it's honestly awesome when you get to a point where you can just enjoy great mental health. You're not on social media. You're in nature, and you can just read for however long you want without your brain malfunctioning, and you're not traumatized from thousands of hours of video games anymore. Like, you've healed your brain, and life's honestly just great, man. Like, your vibrational state is just low. You're not overstimulated. You just actually get to be present and enjoy your time on Earth. That's it.